Welcome to Subramani. You have heard from many people, including me, that the beneficial owner in case of a mutual fund is the unit holder, and the legal owner is the mutual fund trustee company, which holds all the shares, right? So because shares can't be held in so many names. If I have got if I have put 5,000 rupees and somebody else has put 50,000 rupees, the shares which they buy in the market cannot be held by each one individually. So a trust has been formed, and that trust is the legal owner. It is not the beneficial owner. It is held for my benefit by the trustee, and he is just the legal owner. He is not the beneficial owner. So I am the principal, he is the agent, right? To use a typical contract act terminology, the trustee body is acting on my behalf. So it is very clear that the owner, me, and not the trustee company, should decide how to vote at meetings. Now it's very funny, the company will come out, the mutual fund will come out with you with a document every month saying this is our fact sheet, but they don't tell you in which resolution how have they voted. Should it be made compulsory that the government, that the mutual funds put it up? Yes. Should they make it compulsory that they should ask you before the meeting and not tell you after the meeting? I think yes. Why is this necessary? Because NPS is growing, indexing is growing, so a few index funds can actually take charge of companies like, say, Larsen and Toubro, even today HDFC or HDFC Bank, HDFC Limited or HDFC Bank, because there is no known promoter. Like, it's impossible for mutual funds to take charge of, say, Kotak Bank, because the owner is still sitting there and he knows what to do with the when there is an AGM. So he can technically get the mutual funds to vote exactly how he wants, but in case of so-called professionally run companies where there is no identifiable promoter, these bunch of mutual funds can really swing how the company should perform. So is it necessary that they should ask you before the meeting? Should they have some rules saying we will not vote for people above a particular age? Should they insist with the management that it should have no biased board, it should have at least 2 women, 3 women, whatever conditions? Should those conditions be made public? Should they tell us how? Should they ask us how to vote, or should they vote on their own behalf? Because right now what is happening is the agents are voting on with using their own mind. The whole purpose of a mutual fund is lost if the funds start treating if the fund houses start treating that money as their own. It is not their own. When it falls, it hurts me. When it goes up, it benefits me. So when I vote, I want to be able to vote through the mutual fund. If not, because physically all shareholders or all unit holders cannot be there, but they can be asked. So you can say these are the resolutions, how many people want to vote favoring, how many people want to vote against, and then in you have 21 days notice. In the next fact sheet, tell us exactly what you did. Put it up on your website saying how you have voted, what have you done. And in indexing, there is absolutely nothing. There is no fund manager whose views you can take. At least in a fund like which is a managed fund, the fund manager can take a view. He's taking a view. Who is taking the view in case of an index fund? We don't know. It is obviously somebody in the AMC and may or may not be the trustee. So if the principal is voting in behalf of the if the agent is voting on behalf of the principal, that is wrong. Principally, that is wrong. And second, sometimes it may not even be the agent. It may just be some manager or something. How is the process? What is happening? How will XYZ mutual fund vote in these resolutions? We have to create literature, and the US is gone for something called an Index Act. That will determine the how to vote, who will vote, and things like that, right? So it is time that the principals like us took charge of the voting process, so that we know that some bunch of directors are not being brought in again and again. We do not want corporate voting to happen, where if using technology we can convey to the management what we think. We need not have a standard uniform view that, oh, people above the age of 75 cannot be. Let individual take that view. Who is SEBI or who is RBI to say how the people should vote? Let people choose how to vote. Let there be some kind of an electronic question to all the unit holders saying that these are the resolutions, this is how we are going to vote, are you happy, are you unhappy? We'll at least get a feedback on all that. So the Index Act is a good starting point in US. I'm sure there will be an Index Act in India, we just do not know when. And that can happen only when unit holders say, look, I am the principal, I have given you money, you will act on what my view is, not on what your view is. Thank you.